heard of the Trojan War from Greek mythology. It was a war fought nearly 900 years ago between an army of Greeks and the people of Troy. It started when a Trojan man named Paris abducted a beautiful and highly desired woman, Helen of Sparta. Then her husband, Menelaus, sent a whole army to fight for her return. It ended 10 years later with the Greeks famously tricking the Trojans with a wooden horse. Whether or not this was a historical event does not matter, because it proves one thing. Hi, my name is Audra Rogers, and I believe that love is the most powerful and unique force in the universe. I'm not only talking about romantic or family love, but also friendship, the universal love we feel for our fellow humans, and our duty to treat others with kindness and compassion. The dictionary definition of love is an intense feeling of deep affection. That doesn't even begin to cover it. It does nothing to explain the complexities of this force. You can have deep affections for anything, like a chocolate bar or a book. But love is something that goes far beyond this. Love is something that is complex and beautiful, and words cannot even begin to describe it. Love is an ever-shifting thing that evolves with us as our idea and understanding of it changes. The greatest minds of their age, like Socrates and Shakespeare, have tried to explain love, but they have only ever captured pieces of it. Describing love is like trying to hold a bucket of water in your hands. A little could be held, but never close to the whole. Martin Luther King said, "Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend." That I believe, but even that miracle is only one facet of love. If somewhere, in the vast, ever-expanding vacuum of space, there are other sentient beings, I don't think they would be able to understand the human form of love. To truly understand this force, they would have to experience it. People say that there are two basic emotions, love and fear. Fear is the predominant emotion in animals and has been the key to their survival. Humans differ from animals in our capacity to love. They use fear as their primary survival tool, whereas we have the potential for the exact opposite emotions to help us survive, create families, and build peaceful societies. Love. All good feelings and thoughts come from love. Everything beautiful that we have ever done on this planet might just come from this one force. In 6th grade, around the end of April, my immediate family moved in with my grandparents for a few months while we changed houses. We all stayed in one room and had to figure out how to move around each other. We had some things piled up, and it was like trying to solve a maze, getting from one side of the room to the other. It was hard for all of us to adjust at first in such tight quarters, and many things could have easily gone wrong. But one thing made sure we stayed sane. We all loved each other. For example, when I tried to make a cake for the 4th of July, I made a mess, used up all my grandparents' sugar, and on top of that, I don't actually think it tasted very good. But I put it on the table, and everyone ate and praised my cake that was mysteriously both dry and gooey. Losing someone you love can leave you heartbroken. People have said that it can tear you apart until you don't think you're capable of loving ever again. I'm not saying that love in itself is bad. Love is the purest force, but when it is taken away, chaos can ensue. That's because what makes love so mighty is it gives us the power and willingness to sacrifice for others. It transforms our naturally selfish nature, making us generous and brave. It gives us something to fight for and something that we would give up anything for. In the passage that Jeffrey read, Paul talks about the power of love and how mighty it is. Even if you were the strongest person on earth and had the knowledge of the universe, you would not be complete without love. It is a binding force that can hold together people and families. There are so many other powers that make us who we are. This passage lists a few, such as faith and hope, but Paul insists that the greatest of these is love. Even the people of 2,000 years ago knew the strength of love. It encourages and lifts us up every day. It gives life meaning through the deep bonds of family love, the gentle bonds of friendly love, the love we feel for our pets, or the respect and care we feel for the strangers we meet at the grocery store. I don't think that love exists in non-human creatures. We stick the label of love on their affectionate behaviors. They're really just survival instincts. In other words, your pets love you because you provide them with food, water, and attention. But we humans don't love because of what others give us. There's no way to explain love. Love is so unique to us that there's only one way to describe it. Love is human. Love is us. We are love. We are made of love, and we are filled with it. humans feel this power is unique to us and we should cherish it. You should spread this joy and love to others. We all want to know that we are loved and wanted. Whenever you feel alone or forgotten, take a second to hold this power, this light in your heart. Let it surround you and think about all the people that are connected to you through love. Family, friends, and even strangers. Most people on this earth have someone they care for or love. Almost everybody is filled with this almighty force, and that should be used more often to do good. Small acts of love can go a long way. Simply telling people what they mean to you can do so much for that person and the world. Showing strangers and people in the community that they're important and special can make your neighborhood just that much better. You can volunteer at places that help those in need or organize something of your own, such as a food or clothing drive. So go out into the world and be love. Fill Earth with this power that only we have, that is the source of everything beautiful and good. Go out and be human. Thank you.